policies in California are creating the forever renter. It feels like every headline is about how the American dream is dead. In 2025, the National Association of Realtors did a study. The average first time buyer is in their 40s. The average buyer of their second home is in their early 60s. There's even a study from Northwestern University that labels Gen Z as giving up. There's going to be more than 15% less homeowners in Gen Z than there was in the prior generation. Also, 40%, 46% of Gen Zs agree with the statement that no matter how hard I work, I'll never be able to afford the home I love. And there's major implications. The implications is that um, they don't have the drive to buy a house because they don't feel they can afford it. They now have to wait till they're married, have been saving for 10 years to be able to buy the first home in their 40s. There's less motivation to do it. That creates a much older tenant pool and home ownership pool. Um, these tendencies also are going to make it more difficult for them to create generational wealth. If you look at the largest transfer of wealth, it's going to happen in the next 10 years. And one of the major components of that is what? Real estate. Um, this is also giving a rise to senior living, a rise in that because it's getting to a point where if I can't afford to buy a house in my 30s and 40s, then when I get older, I'm just going to move from a rental to a senior living house. Um, I can't explain how challenging and difficult this is to read, but this is our reality. And we need to change how we approach real estate. We need to understand that we need to create more affordable housing, not low income housing, affordable housing. And that, my friends, is a two-bedroom, one bath house that a first-time buyer can buy. They don't need the five-bedroom, three-bath, um, 5,000 square foot house that sits on a half-acre lot. Those days are gone. So we want to get rid of this type of market. Then we need to understand that the forever renter is here, and we need to change how we approach real estate, or the forever renter is here to stay for good. And guys, that is not a good thing for the state or this country.